Have a nice conversation with a gentleman without shouting and being
So,
insulted.
are you Christian or Muslim? You're Christian. Oh, apologies.
Focus on what you're saying. Have you got a question?
No, that's understandable. We also follow Jesus. You know,
You don't. You follow Isa apparently, don't you?
we do follow Isa. Yeah,
Oh, okay, that's
right,
good.
Which is the
But Isa is not Jesus.
But the thing is,
He made two claims. He wasn't crucified, and he's not the Son of God. And he is the Son of God.
well, that's the
That's the main
that is
difference,
the core of difference. But the thing is, look, I'll tell you one thing.
Focus on what you're saying, bro.
Usually I don't get into these debates with the people who shout like that.
Yeah, she shouldn't be shouting.
Because
I mean, we've told her many times, but unfortunately,
The shout-
yeah, of course. But here's the thing: as humans, we're all sinners. The point is to carry on cleansing yourself every day.
Understandable, but I'll tell you one thing. Look, now for example, from the claims that she's making about calling Prophet Muhammad names and this and the other. So, right. So, like I said, from an amateur, I'm an amateur, not an expert. Yeah. So, if Jesus is God, yeah.
Hi man, how are things?
How are you guys?
Hey, good to see you.
So, if Jesus is God,
Good.
wasn't it the God who turned around and said to Moses
Am I in the way?
Sorry, yeah. You stand there. Stand there.
to go and to kill all the men, kill all the warriors, kill all the and take all the girls who have not known a man for themselves?
Ah, okay. Yes.
Did the same Jesus that you call God not say that?
I think you can give a better explanation.
No,
Okay, I think-
hang on a
Yeah,
minute. Wait.
So let him land because
The
I think.
point I'm making is, and technically speaking,
No, keep it
like
the debate between you
I
and
couldn't
him.
have said this with all
be
that
nice, be nice,
screaming
be nice.
going on.
Yeah, you'll be nice too.
But
Be nice.
if
I'm
she's
nice, I'm nice,
screaming,
Sami.
Peter this, Peter that, so let's
No,
put
because they
Jesus
said,
on the podium.
Sure.
And Jesus turned, and if Jesus, and you guys say Jesus is God. So did your God not turn around and said, go and kill all the non-believers, kill all the ones who did started worshipping the calf, the golden calf,
Yes.
kill elderly, and take all the girls
Who have
who
not
have
slept.
not known man.
No, man. Yes.
Right?
That's right.
And
Wait.
if you look further into it, right, it mentions their age group as well. So now,
Yeah, if you don't mind. Here's this question.
right, no, I don't want clarification. What I want to know is,
Just the answer.
is this not said in the book?
Right. So you're referring to
Sorry,
Numbers
yes,
31:17.
Yes, no. Now what you will do is, I'll tell you one
Give
thing.
context to the
You're gonna start giving me the context.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now the problem with this,
Iceman.
We'll catch up at some point. Let me just
Right.
have a conversation with this man here. Hello there.
problem with you giving me the context,
Okay.
and why I don't want to know the context.
You don't want to.
Wait. Hear this. Yeah. Wait.
That's a problem, amigo.
Guys, background crowd, calm down 1 second. The reason why I don't want to know the context
Why?
Right.
is because when we Muslims try to give you the context
Right.
behind certain things in Quran,
Like what?
you guys don't want to know either.
Like what though?
No, wait. So, for example, if I try to start explaining
Yeah.
that crazy woman who's screaming and shouting,
I wasn't here for that. I just
Well,
got here. So
well,
what did she say?
and maybe all these can
For
fill
the
you in.
corruption of the Bible, she did answer you though.
Right? So
Oh,
when
the
she
woman
was,
next to you.
when she's shouting all the crazy stuff, if any Muslim comes in there and say, whoa, let us explain the context,
Right. Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Okay.
So why should it be
Right.
one rule for you
Right.
and
Absolutely
another
fine.
for me?
Okay. All right. then Whenever.
So I'm sure there is
that's
a
fine.
I'm
Well,
sure-
you're talking with me now.
I know,
And
I'm
whenever
sure-
we deal with those things,
La-
I promise you, I'll give you a
line.
perfect chance to give context.
Last line.
Absolutely. All right, okay.
I'm sure there is a justifiable context for what you're going to tell me.
Oh,
I'm sure there is.
what's the issue?
The issue is, why one rule for one
Oh, okay, so you don't actually have
and
an issue.
another for another,
You don't actually have an issue with that text,
right?
right? Which will be why it's given the same thing as in the
What
Quran.
I have issue
Right,
with,
so-
what I have issue
Right.
with is, Christians want to give a robust
explanation of their own text.
but
They
yet
won't
when a
listen to
Muslim
robust
comes,
text of your own.
when a Muslim comes and says, whoa, hang on a minute,
Okay.
even though somewhere in the hadith it says where Aisha says, there's 3 different places where the confusion with her age is somewhere is 6, somewhere is 9, somewhere is 12.
No, there's no confusion.
Wait. And then,
Yeah.
if you actually sit down with the Muslim historians,
Yeah.
they would jump in and beg to differ with all the.
No,
Wait. They beg to. They beg
sex
to.
with Muhammad when she was 9.
Hang on a minute. Let me explain to you.
Okay.
Yeah, give us the
The
context.
historians beg to differ.
I just quoted you an historian.
I'm just about to
I'm
tell
quoting
you.
the history of Al-Tabari.
They beg to differ. The
From the
historians
10th
will
century.
beg to differ about her age, being
I just gave
into
you one that agrees.
being into the teens, because
No
her
one says
marriage took place, and few years after the marriage, the hijrah. The hijrah means the
the going out.
yeah,
from
the
Mecca
going
to
out
Medina.
took place. Now that contradicts the hadith, or that contradicts the age that she has mentioned.
So do you say that Sahih...
And second, second
I
thing.
need to answer at some point.
Yeah, yeah.
Before you answer, let him finish and let it pause
Yeah.
and then change the battle.
Okay.
Go.
And second thing, it's also from how old was Aisha's older sister when she died? Because after Aisha's marriage, certain years later, when the older sister died, the age gap does not fill in with what Aisha said about, right? So these two things. So like I said, historians
I'm
jump
going to
in.
respond to that.
Yeah.
Just going to let this guy change the battery, and then I'll give you a response.
Sure,
alright?
sure,
I promise
yeah.
I'll give you a response.
Yeah, no problem.
And it'll be a fair one, because I happen to have looked into this
Yeah,
one.
I think that's
no
a fair
problem,
comment.
no
Yeah.
problem.
That's a fair comment. So
Just
it's
wait
a
for
fair
the face of
response.
that.
Right?
We don't want to-
And to be honest with you, he's a lot more easier to talk to.
I'm a nice one.
You know? Oh no, it's not about nice one.
Nice, but we're rolling.
Okay, so I'm just going to give you a response to that. Okay, so first of all, the Sunni traditional perspective, which is held by the vast majority of Muslims, including Muslim scholars, like Dr. Yasser Qadi, for example, he's one, but there are others as well, including traditional Muslims, like Al-Tabari. Al-Tabari, in his history of Al-Tabari, because he was a historian in the 10th century, he wrote about this and he affirms that yes, Aisha did have sex with Muhammad when she was 9 years old. In fact, Muhammad betrothed her at 6, waited that 3-year period because he was looking for a bridal gift, according to Al-Tabari.
Okay.
And then eventually, Abu Bakr, Aisha's father, gives Muhammad the bridal gift to give to her, and then they consummate the marriage. And she says that she was 9 when that happened. And that's quoting from a historian directly, right? And one of the most trusted ones of Islam. So then the idea that you can later say, oh, well, actually, there are all these issues, sure, I don't think that's very convincing, and I think it's quite obviously a way of trying to get out of this issue. What you're doing is you're in effect taking the greatest of Sahih hadith, you're throwing it under the bus. You know, I think if you were prepared to do that, but then you cannot consider yourself a Muslim in the Orthodox sense.
No, it's not about considering myself as. Sorry, let's move a little bit closer because their voice is also increasing. Let's stand on the corner.
I'm a British Punjabi.
So basically, the thing is, what you're saying, you're right. There is. Sorry, where was the conversation? Yes, Sahih Bukhari. Okay, yes, you do have a point. Right? You're saying, yeah, you're about 20. Right, but the problem is, look, there's a hadith of Prophet Muhammad where he's saying there's going to be one sect of Muslims that's going to be entering Jannah. There's going to be one sect of Christians that's going to be entering Jannah. And there's going to be one sect of Jews that's going to be entering Jannah. Right? Now all these, this is in hadith. Now which of those one sect with the right, correct formation of the belief is clear, only we will find out on the day of judgment. It's not for us. It's not for us to dabble in. It's not for us to dabble in. Okay, are you telling me certain, I don't want to mention it without offending, I'm sure there are certain sects of Christianity that you guys disagree. Right?
We don't have this idea of insinuation.
Exactly. Now just because the same thing is in Islam. There are certain imams that say certain things and we don't agree. We don't agree with
So
that.
you don't debate that hadith.
No, I do agree. Because that hadith is
I'm not sure, but maybe.
okay? Yeah, but historians, like I said, no, that hadith is no. I kind of wanted to maybe. Right, that hadith, but if you were to go back from the person who mentioned Bukhari was being So, as it's mentioned that Aisha is mentioning her age, she's telling about herself. Right? So that's why Bibi Aisha, right?
It's very shouty.
Well, if you, like I said, some say 12, some say 6, some say 9, read like I said, and buddy, these 3 I've heard, and the 2 more that, no, there's actually 3 more I've heard after that.
Can you quote it?
Right, so one's mentioning 6. Wait, I'm not an expert.
Okay, if you can't reference it, it's useless. I can find every single thing with you.
So can I. Yeah, I know, but so can I.
Okay, but like, you do
But then you'd have every few seconds you're going to let me go. You know, I'm not an
point is, if I quote something, I expect you to say, show me that quote. Okay. That's only fair. Right? If it's trustworthy, I can bring it out and I can show you the quote. I can do that for everything else.
Understandable. Like I said, but when it comes to her age, there is 3 to 6 different versions. Like I said, listen, I'm telling you what I have heard from different people. Right, 6, 9, 12, 18, as well as the historians jump into beg to differ. So they are jumping into say why
historians have no problem with 6 men.
Okay, right. It's right. If there's no being an issue, okay, how was Mary when?
What do you think? I don't think we don't know.
Okay, so all right, so we go with we don't know. So
we don't know. Like, the reason I say I don't know is because we don't have a text from scripture to tell us.
Okay. So let's go with the text that does say from the scripture, which is the first initial question that I brought out. Jesus saying, "Go and take the girls, prepossess them."
Okay, so we're jumping around a little bit here. I'm more than happy to do that.
Yeah, okay. So let's
finish this and then we can go on to that one.
But the 2 are connected because, like I said, the initial. Well, yeah. What I was saying is the reason why she's calling the names that she's calling. What about if we turn around?
I don't know what she was calling. I wasn't literally. I don't know. I assume you're referring to the blonde lady there.
Okay. Right. So let's see what you were going to say.
Okay. So my point is this: it's not a contested or even controversial issue within Islam. What that's a modern idea. The reason it became a modern idea is because the internet came about. More people became familiar with these ideas, and people were being asked to give responses to this because they know in their hearts there is something not quite right. And so they had to look back and they had to stop questioning. And they had to, I mean, like Dr. Joshua Little, for example, he's a Muslim who's an expert in the science of hadith, and he basically throws all of the hadith under the bus. He actually gives arguments to explain why you can't trust hadith at all. And that's his way, in particular, in this context, of getting out the issues with Aisha. He says they're unreliable narration.
But there are certain things which I don't.
That's a modern thing. He's around today. He wouldn't have been around 1,000 years ago.
No, I'm sure that's good. What I'm saying is, I'm sure there are certain things that about a certain truth that we can only find in the day of judgment. Right? What the actual truth is.
If you start questioning genuinely stop saying that something you are now taking the whole science of Islam and you are basically putting it you can't trust that. You don't really know much about how we don't know how to reveal the context, because the context you largely get from hadith.
The real Quran.
There's
a 1400 Birmingham Museum. You've got 1400
You can talk about that as well if you like to.
Right, but you still haven't answered what I initially came here for, which was
the non-study one, 1318.
Right.
Okay, so the problem I have with this is that some Muslims have the same thing. So I don't really understand what you're calling it.
It's not about where I'm coming from. It's what I'm saying is in one place it's okay to lose, right? You guys are out there. That,
so that's what the issue with numbers 31, 17,
Is there like you get good views from all the like tribes? Yeah, but I don't want to jump the top.
But the same thing.
From Nigeria?
No. So what's the issue? No, the issue. Right. So.
But I can defend this from the moral.
Where do you think?
Yeah.
God has the right to
my initial question was I was a bit troubled off with that, right? With all the name calling that she was doing. disrespect.
That's fine. We can pass them.
Right?
I don't want to.
Yeah. So,
And his name was
that okay. Let's put Jesus and if Jesus is the God, at the same time as well, then how come he's turning around and saying, take all the prepubescent girls and take all the girls who have not known men for your
Yes, sir. Yeah, bro.
What do you think?
You need to show me your channel as well because it's difficult to play. All right.
If you look at Numbers 25, for example, it makes it clear exactly why this war happened.
Okay.
It makes it clear it was largely because of the curse. The people really even they cursed the Israelites. And it led to 24,000 different lives. Right? Now, some scholars actually think they're describing a sexual because the context of that is that the Midianite women are going out and intentionally luring the Israelite men into having sex with them. Right? In very demonic, evil rituals. And they believe that might
When you go to verse 5, verse 5 is Thomas said to him, where you are going. How do you know the way?
So when you get to 1 Timothy 18, where it talks about taking those who have not known men for yourselves, it is not saying you need to enact divine punishment on this group because they were having sex with you when they shouldn't have been, so you can then have sex with them. That makes no sense. God would not tell them to enact divine vengeance because of the unwanted sexual behavior to then have sexual behavior. That's literally defeating the entire point of the war. The point of the war is to stop the sexual behavior. So you will not take the ones who have not known man. Why do you think it says not known man?
Okay.
Because that means the ones who are not guilty of luring these people in to have sex with them, right? So obviously you wouldn't then have sex with them because that defeats the entire point. Right. So that's the context. Okay. So hopefully that helps a little bit in understanding why this is.
Yeah.
So the passage isn't saying go have sex with them.
No. What I'm saying is
it does, however, talk about killing them.
Right? No. What I was going to say was, like I said,
like those.
So when you come Muslim experts here, and like I said, I'm only an amateur.
That's fine.
Chris, so when Muslim experts here,
Oh, yeah, I'm doing
love your videos. Keep it going.
Oh, thank you, man. I much appreciated. Good stuff.
when they are giving you the context, like that, right? Any context they get, they get given. Again, oh no.
Brother in humanity.
Let's take whatever it's saying literally. Let's take it literal.
Well, there are Salafis that insist you take the Quran literally for one thing, and the Hadith literally. So first of all, that's not me coming up with that, even if I did say it. But my point is I give Muslims the benefit of the doubt, and I listen. I've debated many different Muslim scholars or experts, whatever you want to call them, da'is, in this park. They can't give answers to the issue of Aisha. Most of them just double down and say, yes, it was 9 years old, but you know what? Like, that was back then, and
she was mentally mature.
She was mentally mature. Like, that's the kind of things I'll say.
Right, no, that's fine.
A woman.
Now, the thing is,
that's the context that they give us.
Well, that's the context they give you. Is well, like
let's talk about Mary, because you brought that up as well. Because you brought up a few things. I'd like to address each one.
Yeah.
Okay, so you talk about Mary. You're aware that in Scripture, in our Scripture, the Bible, it has no age of Mary. There's no age of Mary when
is there an age for Rebecca?
No. Well, what you're getting at with that is the idea that she was 3 years old when she married. But it doesn't say that explicitly either. It's inferred. Basically, the Bible implies a period of time passes by, but Muslims basically go, actually, we're just going to pretend there's no time passes by, so it was immediate. Which is why that's false. You would also have to believe, at the age of 3, she was carrying large buckets of water, like long distances, which seems unlikely, right?
Well, exactly. Seems to be unlikely.
Right, so the context for that is incorrect.
So we are meant to follow the context.
Exactly,
right?
which is what we do also.
Vice versa, listen, when I studied and I looked in depth of Aisha as well, there's so many different patterns that I have seen which do not, like I said, historians.
Yeah, but you're aware that it's quoted, like, and I'm pretty sure all 6 of the most authentic books of Hadith each mention it in some form.
They do, but then at the same
it's mutawatir.
Right, okay. Do this for me, man. Go on at some point in your own leisure, right? Because it's not an answer that I need right away. And I'm not here to challenge. Like I said, I'm an amateur. I'm not a, Have a look at how people back then, mainly this was, there was a particular tribe of Jews that used to refer to their ages starting from the menstrual cycle. So for example, if you started your time at the lane, if the girls started their time at the run at the age of 11 or at the age of 10 or 12 or whatever age they start from, they started counting one in that particular tribe went to do that as well, right? So when you go up to a 16-year-old who's already had 6 cycles of that, they would go turn around, they would prefer as their age, the 16-year-olds.
That's not the early understanding of the Muslim community.
No, not of Muslim community. Like I said, there was a particular.
Oh, fine, it could be,
right?
but
That
that's
could,
not relevant to
so
this.
so that is one of the things. Like I said, when you try to start putting all these jigs yes, which, like I said, like these are the crucial points.
Muhammad the pedophile.
Your see again, right? That's the whole. No. This is why one says
God was the prophet, Almighty God, everlasting Father, and Prince of Peace. Jesus Christ is the only way that we can have a life.
historians, they calculated from the Hijra time, and they calculated against the death of the war. So if a sister died,